Hello everyone, Classic Gamer here. Welcoming you to a brand new Let's Play. Well, not really a brand new Let's Play. I have done this LP before, but unfortunately, I got very stuck on the game that I'd done, and I could not get past this point. I got to a point where I could not get past this fight of these guys. I just had no health, nothing at all. So I've decided to do the game again. I'm not very good at these type of games. I struggled with Shadow of Chernobyl. I did start S.T.A.L.K.E.R, but I didn't finish that because I didn't continue it because my old computer was giving me problems. So I've decided to start again from the first game in the series. Oh, is this the first game? Yeah, I'm sure it's the first game in the series. I'm pretty sure this is the first game in the series. Might be wrong. In fact, while we're talking about this, let's have a look. Is it the first game in the series? So if we go to Google on my phone, just very quickly, and S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Game order. Okay, so what order should I play them in? So I think this is actually a prequel to Shadow of Chernobyl. I know that you actually see the guy you play as in Shadow of Chernobyl. You see in this game, in fact you chased him at some point. That's where I was actually at when I failed to actually continue the rest of the game. I was actually chasing the character. I won't reveal too much because obviously it will spoil it. But we're going to start a new game, and because this game I'm not great at all. I'm gonna do it on novice. Now, many of you might think, "Oh, what's the point of doing it on novice classic?" Well, I've tried it on S.T.A.L.K.E.R, and this game is really. These games are hard. They're not easy. They are difficult. It's very realistic in terms of your shooting. Your aim has to be good. So any kind of like unsteady aim is going to affect your aim. You know if you don't shoot directly at the target, it probably won't hit. It might go to the left or right slightly. So it really depends on sort of how well you do. But novice is probably where I want to start. I might go for it again on S.T.A.L.K.E.R if people want me to. But it depends if people do. Now this is going to be the LP that is quite long. So being at the start of February, it's only the 4th today. I'm going to record this LP over the course of February. And then this is going to be the LP that is going to replace the LP that was going to be put out in March. The one I was going to do, unfortunately, I can't do because what one was it I was going to do? I couldn't record it, could I? It didn't want to work. There are a few games that I wanted to do over the course of March, but I can't for so many reasons. But anyway, that's enough of me talking. I've rambled on now for 3.5 minutes, over 3.5 minutes, nearly 4 minutes. Let's get into this and let's start a new game on Clear Sky. This time, the complete modded edition with all the extra features. You know, weather. You can sleep, all that kind of stuff. It's so different to the vanilla playthrough. The original I did was the vanilla one, but I think it's better off to play. And was it actually might have been the complete one? I can't remember. But anyway, let's get into this, guys, and let's do this. It's gonna do that every time I fucking load a place. It's gonna quit the fucking thing.
In actual fact, we have nothing to worry about. According to our research, the next emission will not occur for at least 2 months, 4 days, and 7 hours. Its intensity will be 3 on the Bergman scale, which is 2.13.
Without going into detail, I must say I have never seen anything like this before. The encephalogram suggests serious damage to the nervous system, but the other indicators couldn't be better. It's astounding.
Perhaps it has something to do with the emission.
Most certainly, although so far I've been utterly unable to formulate a rational explanation for this.
You're awake. That's good. Welcome back to the world of the living, Stalker. How are you feeling? Do you remember what happened to you?
Okay, so I'm not going to exactly read what I say, but I might read it on the odd occasion. But I'm just going to let you guys read it at your own pace. Okay, I remember leading an expedition through the swamps, bunch of scientists studying the emission. That's it. Where am I? Is this heaven? Then why does it look so much like the zone?
In the joking mood, eh? That bodes well for your recovery. I'm Lebedev, the group leader, and I'm responsible for everyone here. That includes you, for as long as you're here. We call ourselves S.T.A.L.K.E.R, and you are in our base right now. We picked you up in the swamps after the emission. Lucky? I doubt it. The facts are these. You survived the emission. That's the first thing I still can't explain. The second thing is that our patrol found you in the swamps, which are essentially endless quicksand. And thirdly, you nearly got torn into shreds by a pack of pseudo-dogs. But our boys got you out just in time. Such a chain of events tells me it's more than just luck. Anyway, I need to finish what I'm doing. So let's continue this conversation later.
Alright, so here we are sort of in the S.T.A.L.K.E.R base. As you can see from probably the people who have seen my last playthrough of this game, the way it looks, immediately you can tell it's better. Visually, the textures, everything about it, all better. So much just better. Everything. So, yeah. It's just all round a better game. Unfortunately, I don't think you can sprint on this game. So the first thing we want to do is go over to the guy in the bar area. And talk to him.
Look who we got visiting our swamps. You sure are a whiff of fresh air. Hello, Mark. You became quite a legend while you were out of it. Even you wouldn't believe some of the rumors I've heard. Anyways, here's a drink on the house for a lucky son of a gun. It should help you relax and tell me about your adventures, because I'm just dying of curiosity.
There's not much to tell. I was leading a group of scientists through the swamps when the mission hit. I remember nothing after that. I regained consciousness here, so now you tell me what happened.
Well then, you drink and I'll tell you about this place. It used to be pretty quiet here. We had the paths worked out, the right places explored, and the approach covered. Of course, the swamps ain't exactly spring break material, but it wasn't too bad either. Yeah, it wasn't too bad until the last emission. The biggest we've ever seen. These days our boys pray both to God and the devil before going out of the base. Just getting back alive is a miracle in its own right. But we're managing to hold it together. Because our guys ain't here for loot. They're fighting for a cause.
How did you end up here?
Collecting bottles one after another, and they let me here. I'm kidding, man. Truth is, there was no place for me in that other world. He didn't want me. In the end, I came here. First to the zone, and then to Clear-Sky. The guys here are alright, and I'm needed here. They come back here after a mission, I pour them a drink, tell a few dirty jokes, and my job is done. Simple, but effective. By the way, they call me Cold around here.
About this place, would you give me a clue as to where we are?
In our base. As you can see, it's a small, sinking farmstead in the middle of romantic, endless swamps. I couldn't tell you where it is exactly, but it's the last place in the zone where you can meet real people. Guys who won't screw you, stab you in the back or let you bleed to death to save a med kit.
I'm no stranger to the zone, yet I've never heard about Clear-Sky. How do things work here?
You know why you've never heard of it? Because too many people want to know about it, and the fewer that do, the better. Lebedev is our leader. The man is a rock if ever I've seen one. He's the glue that holds our whole group together. Then there's Binpolev, Professor Binpolev. He's like a walking encyclopedia and a calculator in one. Knows more about the zone than... well, anyway. Our technician's called Gray, and he can make you a rifle out of an empty can with ammo to boot. He could use some spares, but apart from that. And finally we have Suslov. He's a trader, but he ain't like the others of his trade. He won't try to rip you off or screw you.
Cole,
He knows what
leave the
stuff
mark
is
alone
going
with your
to
dirty
the
jokes.
loot, and
I
he
need to
respects
see
that. Well, brother, if Lebedev says he needs to see you, that ain't up for a discussion. Go on, I'll catch you later. Well, next time you're at the swamps, don't be a stranger.
Okay, so we have a sort of idea of what this place is. From those of you who seen my last LP, we really sort of got into it. So I can't remember if I actually did do the complete mod last time. I don't think I did. Let's go and talk to the leader and see what he's got to say.
Got some fresh air? You look better, that's for sure. Let me fill you in on this situation. You're in the Clear-Sky base. Don't try to remember who we are. You've never heard of us, and there's a very good reason for that. Our mission is to research the zone. We believe that the zone must be studied and understood so that humanity knows what it is facing here. Understanding is the key to coexisting with the zone. Because if you think about it, the zone is the most wondrous phenomenon humanity has been confronted with in its entire history.
Why are you hiding?
As I said, we are researchers. We are trying to figure out the nature of the zone, determine the reasons which caused it to appear, and formulate the rules that govern its existence. We are not consumed by a quest for money. We don't seek fields of artifacts, and we're not interested in turf wars with other factions. That is why we're hiding here in the swamps and concentrating on our research. Our forte is not combat, but knowledge. Knowledge of the zone, accumulated over years of research. We know more about it than stalkers and the government combined. And our research was finally shaping up into a sound, coherent picture until the massive emission a few days ago.
So what was so peculiar about it? We've had missions before.
No, that emission was incredibly powerful. It was on a level of its own. It was like a hurricane that swept the whole zone, changing it. Everything is different. The well-known and relatively safe areas have become highly radioactive and full of anomalies. But now, you can access parts of the zone that have been unreachable for years. Even the most hardened stalkers don't know what awaits them on their favorite path. The other thing that changed is people, and that became evident right away. The emission destroyed the fragile balance between factions, and they're now warring for territory. In other words, many strange things have happened, and I don't yet fully understand the scale of these changes. It's only been a few days since the emission. If you ask me, the strangest thing of all is that you managed to survive it.
If I knew how I survived, I'd tell you in a second, but I don't remember anything.
I see. How can I help?
I better leave. I'm pretty beat up, but I can still walk and hold a gun. How do I get out of here?
Getting out of here isn't easy, not by a long shot. The swamps are a real maze of reeds and radioactive quicksand, swarming with terrible monsters and human scum. And I don't know which is worse. Only a guide can lead you safely out of here. We only have a handful of them. Guys I would trust with my life without a second thought. Unfortunately, it's not that simple. Because if I let you go, our presence here might not stay a secret for long.
What are you trying to say?
We are having a very tough time here recently. The emission reduced the number of anomalies in the swamps, which made the area easily accessible for bandits and other vermin. There are so many of them, they'll be setting up camp in our base soon if we don't do something about it. The problem is that we're not really the fighting type, so we've been steadily losing ground. But you, one look at you, tells me you're a pro in that sort of thing.
This is the second outpost. We're
Your
under attack. I
experience
repeat,
can save
we're
the
under
lives
attack.
of
Help!
many of my... That's enough chit-chat. There's been another attack on our outpost. Help us fight it off. If it makes any difference, some of the boys who saved you are there right now. You still remember how to survive in the zone?
Bits and pieces.
Great. Get over to the trader and he'll fit you out with some basic equipment. After that, head straight to the outpost. Once you're outside the base, listen to my advice. I'll try to guide you along.
Alrighty then. Right.
Roger that.
You're with us again? Glad to see you. At last. Here, take this basic equipment kit. It's designed specifically for patrol missions.
Thanks. Hey, is it always stressful here?
I've been ordered to issue you some equipment. There's no time for questions. The boys need you now.
Yeah, I'm gone. So I do love these games. I love the fact that they're in the Chernobyl area.
You have my full attention. Stalker, what do you want?
So you ready to go to the outpost? Yes, I am. Alright, I'll blindfold you until we get there. You understand, I'm sure. We must keep the route secret. Right.
Merc, there are anomalies ahead. Be careful. Remember, don't move until you've thrown a bolt in front of you. Oh, by the way, you can sometimes find artifacts in anomalies. You can't see them, but detectors spot them easily enough. If you get close enough, your detector will indicate the location of the artifact, and then you just pick it up easy as pie. Keep in mind that your current detector isn't exactly top of the line. It only shows the distance to the artifact.
Run for the tower. The monsters can't get you there.
Whoa!
Attention all fighters. An emission is approaching. Get to cover.
I'm stuck! Alright guys, it's just to find out what happened, but this is really to get you guys to have your appetite watered. So I'm gonna thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Did it save the game? Yes it has. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.